use relevant security agencies.
In all of these, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) fears the prolonged strike may affect the smooth conduct of the forthcoming general elections. Therefore, the need to meet with officials of ASUU. According to the chairman of the commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, the union is a crucial part of the election process.
The purpose of the meeting is to discuss the ongoing strike by the union, but only in relation to our preparations for the elections. We are concerned that the bulk of critical election duty staff are drawn from our universities. We are determined to ensure that the processes are not affected by the union's industrial action. ASUU is a critical partner to the Commission in delivering credible elections. We look forward to the meeting and we are confident of a positive outcome.
With 1,558 constituencies, 119,973 polling units, 8,809 wards in 774 local government areas of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, INEC says it requires a large number of election duty staff.
We are concerned that the industrial action may deprive the Commission of the pool of election duty staff that we require for the conduct of the elections. So we came to appeal to the President and the leadership of the Academic Staff Union so that we can have seamless processes leading to the successful conduct of the elections. We will do the successful conduct of the elections. We will get the collation and returning officers from the university system as we have already done.
ASUU douses INEC's fears by encouraging its members to be part of the ad hoc staff in the forthcoming general elections.
The position of our union, as at the last time we met, was that our members are free as citizens to participate in the electoral process as staff, and we have stated that today, that we are not going to stop any of our members who wishes to serve in that capacity. We have also assured them that we'll continue to work with INEC to further deepen the content and the process of elections in Nigeria. And on our own part, we'll continue to support them with research because our strike as of today is about academic activities. We have not stopped conducting research. We have not stopped conducting community services. So participating in election is an aspect of our community service. We as patriots, we will do everything to support a process that will further institutionalize the democratization of the Nigerian nation. So we are working with them.
Members of ASUU do not seem to trust government's move. Thereby, they insist that no agreement has been reached between them. 21st of January 2019, the federal government resumes negotiations with the striking university lecturers. For the 8th time, the conciliation meeting between the two parties failed to reach an agreement as the striking lecturers insist that the federal government must show strong commitment to funding and the revitalization of universities before the strike can be suspended.
The most critical of all is revitalization. Revitalization is central to our work. Revitalization is central to our work as academics. And unless that area is addressed, members will have issues with ongoing action. They gave us their reactions to our proposals, or our response to their proposals. There were still gray areas that we are trying to sort out. So when we finish discussing those areas, you will know the full outcome.
Started defraying the end allowances there. We have also released that 15.4 billion for shortfall in payment of salaries. And we have also agreed today to fund revitalization. We are going to spend some money there. This is irrespective of the fact that government has released from the TET fund account about 163 billion. So we are doing something also in that direction for revitalization.
Parents expressed concern over the continued strike as agreements met are yet to end the industrial action by the lecturers.
I'm worried as a parent because my daughter, who is in the university now, is at home doing nothing. So it is a source of concern for me that she's been staying at home for quite this long and without any activity. It is also a source of concern for her because she's getting frustrated because the situation is no longer okay for her to continue to stay at home doing nothing, not engaging in any activity, you understand? I think what is happening is that many a times there are negotiations between ASUU and the federal government, but then at the end of the day, it has never been met, okay? And then sometimes the government will say that we have done this, we have done that, but then at the end of the day, you find out that they have not really done what they said they have done. When you see prolonged discussions, prolonged negotiations, it means one side is not really honest with what is happening. It is unfortunate that at this stage of time in the history and development of Nigeria, we are still talking about what to do for the education sector, just like any other sector in the Nigerian environment, okay? Well, specifically the education sector needs total overhaul. We have to bring long-term solutions so that we will not be facing strike actions, you understand? If we are going to look at other models from other countries to see how they are doing it, why not?
The ASUU is not the only people. The ASUU is not the only government agency we have. There are other government organizations. But ASUU should agree and take this money, share it, then wait for the next batch of the money. Since the government agreed to pay you the money, you should agree, collect this money. Then next time you ask for another one. Now to stay on ground that you are not collecting is wrong. It's wrong. Federal government to sit down. If they cannot meet the whole demand, they should at least meet 50% of the demand of ASUU. It's real. If you go to the school institution, frankly speaking, they are all in deplorable condition. But both parties should agree, okay, I'm giving you 50% of the what you are looking for, but make sure make available the infrastructure on ground.
Worst hit in the impasse between ASUU and the federal government are worried about their future.
You know, school is supposed to be on sections now. And me personally, like for some of my fellow colleagues, my fellow students, we're supposed to finish our registration. We're supposed to finish our registration, but because of this strike, you can see so many things is happening, of which we were unable to do it. And me personally, I'm not even happy with students being at home. Well, for me, I think there should be an understanding, like a sincere understanding between ASUU and federal government. Because this strike has been happening even before I got to school, before being admitted in school. And with the way it's going, I don't think it's going to stop. For ASUU, this is the only way they can reach out to the government. This is the only way they can let government know that, okay, this is what we want and we are serious about it. So if you should ask me, for ASUU it's the best, but for students it's not.
Students are not getting any younger, so the strike is psychologically it's affecting students. It's definitely affecting students, so it's not cool. I think the federal government and the ASUU should find a common ground as soon as possible. They should reach an agreement so that students will come back to school and continue their studies. I think the federal government should consider the ASUU's demand because it's based on an agreement since 2009. Education is the backbone of any country. Any country that loses education, that country's future is detrimental. So, and fund is something that it's like a fund is what will keep the education moving. Without fund, the education will be backward.
In 2016, Nigeria was ranked 171st in the world for its investment in education and healthcare. The ranking represents a drop from its 1990 ranking of 155th, according to the World Bank President Jim Yong Kim. Measuring and ranking countries by their level of human capital is critical to focus government's attention on investing on their own people.